from way back.
Yeah.
Maestro with Showbiz.
Yeah, when you went down there.
Yeah, I remember. Because see, I had 2 older brothers, so I was seeing the hip hop even before me. The hip hop,
Yeah.
or the whole culture. They used to go to
Yeah.
they're the club rats. They used to go down like you any club, all the clubs, man. And plus my pops was a sound man too. He used to go to the club.
Yeah.
He used to play out.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
So that's the thing, right? So I'm getting a little tipsy, you know?
Hey, yo, Americans start coming. You know when I stopped going to Carabana? I tell you this, about me and my brother used to sometimes go down there by ourselves, right?
Yeah.
Before the night really started. About 2005 or 4 when I was living in Scarborough. 2004 or 5, it started to get like pure American, 2003. Pure American them take over. Like it was in Carabana about 2003 after 9/11. 2 years after 9/11.
Yeah, well, it was 9/11, and then 2003 was SARS.
Yeah, that's why. See,
SARS kind of Was that?
I hit it on the spot. SARS was what, 2003?
Yeah, 2003.
That's when Carabana kind of changed. It was completely different.
Yeah, I remember that year. For me personally, I seen less Americans, and it could be a lot of SARS is one thing because Toronto was highlighted for SARS.
Yeah,
parts of China, Hong Kong, and Toronto was prominent, known for SARS. But at the end of the day, when I was looking at the numbers recently, not a lot of people died from SARS in Toronto. Not a lot of people were infected. So it's like we were put on the map for something that wasn't that serious. We weren't putting on masks. We weren't told not to go on because it wasn't that severe, right?
No, that's what they claim.
So when people want to compare SARS to what's going on right now, I'm like, if you remember SARS, it wasn't like that here.
No.
All right, and right now our numbers are give or take whatever, right?
Yeah.
But what are you gonna do? The best thing is to eat your fruits and vegetables and make sure you're good.
Yeah. Right now you
just stop eating all that trash.
You just gotta try to be occupied with something what feeds your brain, and after then, because this isolation will make some people turn crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta feed your mind with something like either doing music or making clothes or just cleaning or whatever makes you feel good. Yeah. Trying to go through technical difficulties.
Side. Hello, everybody. I don't know if you can hear me or not. His thing kind of went out. I'm just here waiting for him to come back. Okay, no problem.
Yeah, come back. Enough people are on, right?
You good?
Enough people are on.
Hello?
Bless up. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I hear you, but it's kind of chippy.
Chippy? Something changed. Wait, let me see something.
What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of chippy.
Might have to reconnect.
Yeah, look, hold on. Yeah.
Is that all right now?
You good? Yeah. Seems all right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably maybe the fan. Maybe it was the fan what I had on still. But
yeah, it's choppy.
Now,
look like it's
choppy still.
Yeah. No, it's good now. It's good now.
Later. Yeah.
It's good now.
Yeah. Rastafari Samurai asking is Toronto Talks coming back later in the year.
What's that?
He said, "Are you Rastafari Samurai? Is Toronto Talks coming back later in the year?" He's asking about the Toronto. Toronto.
Well, my short answer is after COVID. Unless we're gonna start doing it through Zoom or whatever IG, then maybe. But at this point too, like even before we got to this point, I know Maloney he's expecting his daughter, and he was gonna take a good amount of time off, and now down a few and I think Dustin's girl is expecting as well. So when Maloney is taking the time off, we're going to be me and Dustin, whoever. But then I don't know what's going to happen when when his child is due, and how we're going to deal with everything. So right now we're on hiatus. We're going to figure out if we're just going to do it through online. I do like the online for a bit, but I still like being in the studio. I love going to the studio and making the magic happen. This is cool and shit, but it's not the same energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I know what Maloney, like he's doing the Breaking Records thing through IG, and he's getting some good interviews, right? So it's better than phone. You know, at the end of the day. And if you can't be in person, you're gonna have to do this, right?
Yeah, it's true. It's true, man. Nothing's going on right now.
It's coming. It's coming back. Like it's good we take a slight break. You know, we should. At this point, it's better to like see where everything's at and then decide where to go or how to move.
Yeah, it's true. That's why a lot of artists, they gotta have.
So I don't know if we're gonna wait until COVID is.
Everyone's waiting. You could go for a long time. You could go for a couple months. You'd be waiting for a while. Yeah, man.
Yeah, y'all.
Yeah. You know, I got through today to Sway bedroom bars. I was like,
yeah,
and their connection was clear more than yours right now. That's funny. And I got through. See, look at this one.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
They're in LA.
I think you know what it is too. I seen this one time around Zoom. I think sometimes it's the amount of people that are on at a given time, and then we said, okay, let's do this in a few hours, and then we didn't have a problem. So it could be that a lot of people are on IG.
Yeah,
right. Because a lot of shit going on, right? Yeah, so it could be that too. So it's all good. We'll work through it.
It's true. Because it's 7 o'clock, it's about around 7, and I seen people going out commenting. I wasn't really commenting. I just put 1, 2, right? And just listen to people. And then I just did it one time, right? I don't know, something came through. I see the signal. I say, I wasn't even ready for the shit. And just came through. I see them, and then I see other guys from Toronto trying to get on, but they didn't get on.
Yeah.
I just got on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then done. And
yeah, I heard about the bedroom bars thing still. But it's kind of cool, you know. It's almost like it's almost like we're all starting back from the beginning. It all starts either in your crib or on the street with your people, right? So there's no more venues, there's no more this, no more that. Do you really still have the passion to do this, regardless of the fact?
It's true.
You know what I mean? Look, the biggest artists can't make a move right now, other than putting something online. They can't go jump on a plane and do a show in Dubai and get paid a heavy bag right now. So we're all grounded right now, so we just have to work with it.
Yeah. So how you could work with it good because you're on the 1s and 2s. You could work with it good, but they try to shut that down because
they're trying to shut everything down, man. But it's okay. It doesn't matter. They can't. We don't need what we want. Internet. It started way before the internet existed. I mean, not existed, but was in use. The internet is just another tool. If it has to go back on the road, then let it go back on the road. Like it is what it is at the end of the day. You can't stop. You can't. You can't not. You can't stop it. All right. Like I said, people distributing mixtapes. They went to CDs and they tried to shut down all the whole mixtape game. But the mixtape game never died. It ended up going online.
Yeah.
And then it got worse. You know what I mean? Then the artists started making their own mixtape.
Yeah.
But always starts from something, right? And if you have to go back to what it was, then so be it too. gonna clear up. It's gonna cleanse the earth. You know.
Yeah. So what? What?
That's
What?
all it is at the end of the day.
What? You're
Earth needs a
listening to?
cleansing. Whew, this tequila, man. Yeah,
I'm from
man.
the opposite.
Put together a good team so
Yeah.
that even when he started dealing with Wayne and all these other guys, his home base was good. His US base was good. The rest is sky's the limit,
Yeah.
right? So who's next after Tory is a hard one to answer at this point
All right.
because there's so many people that came who were either influenced by Drake,
Yeah.
influenced by Tory. You know what I mean? I can say Tory's sister if Tory puts his sister on.
His
You know what I
sister.
mean?
Never heard of.
Destiny.
He has a sister.
Named Destiny, yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, Freddie was managing her. She got to Freddie because of Tory managing her. There was a little slight fallout because of, certain things. Tory gave the blessing for her to be managed by Freddie, or at least be held by Freddie at the time.
Yeah.
Right? So if Tory puts her on, then I could say definitely after Tory is her. But for most artists, do they have a team? Do they have a manager? Do they have all these things that is going to help them move forward? Now, I could be biased and say certain people's names, but I'm not going to do that because I'd be too biased in that, right? These certain individuals should have already blown up already.
Yeah.
Personally, they should have already been in a certain light.
Like I know what I saw before Tory. I thought would have been big is Big Lean.
Who's that?
Big Lean.
Oh yeah, Big Lean. That man has solid music still. But after that big hit, but what happened? Like, remember the song he had in 2016?
Yeah.
Now it's 2020. Now I don't know what happened. So I can't say this and that. Right? But you need to follow up. You need something. And if something happened in between where you can't follow up, so I understand. Right?
Yeah.
Now, there's people that are making a lot of noise, whether it's Bizloke, whether it's whoever, there's a whole bunch of them. But is Bizloke gonna clean up his thing so he can go commercial? I don't know. Like, we can say Chromas. And then, like I said, people might be like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? I'm just talking about people that are making more noise than the average person, whether they're good or not. Because it's at this point right now, unfortunately, music is not technically about being good anymore.
Not about being good.
And it's a sad state, but that's just the facts.
How you market?
You don't gotta be a great artist to make noise and to get hits and to get streams.
No.
You know what I mean? What is Chroma's doing that other people aren't doing?
She's doing something what is like, it's limited in she's found the formula like what's going on in the down south in America. You get what I mean?
I would say that, but the thing is too, the down south is been in Toronto for a good 10 years now.
Yeah.
So that's the current sound in Toronto. Like, I remember seeing her the first time was at one of Freddie's. Like, a lot of artists, right? Whether they made a name or not, the first time I saw them was at a Freddie show.
Oh.
Right? And you can see she had star potential. And she was rapping a lot more than she is now, like in terms of skill wise.
Yeah.
Right?
Hold on,
just
because
just responding to, like, because she says Big L is one of her favorite rappers, right? So if Big L is one of your favorite rappers, you know how to rap.
I mean, you know how to rap, yeah. Big L,
right? Yeah. So, but she chooses to dumb it down because she understands the era that she's in.
Yeah.
Right. This is, like I said, okay, you know what? There's people who have potential. I would even say 416 Savage. He has a lot of potential musically.
Yeah.
Right? Because he has the current sound, and he's versatile in what he talks about. He doesn't just talk about certain types of a subject matter, but now he needs the marketing and promotion to get him over the hill.
Mm.
Like he says music all the time. And there's also people that I know that are in America right now that are grinding.
Yeah. But
again, it's that extra step to go get over the hill. You need that one hit record for people to recognize you, right?
Yeah.
From that, it's
an image thing too, you know.
Yeah. Because look at Maestro, right? At the end of the day, Maestro is probably known for 2 main records, right? He's put out all types of material, but he's known for 2 main records. Let Your Back Go Inside and Drop the Needle. Yeah. And that has solidified his legacy.
Yeah.
Right? Not saying he doesn't have songs better than that, but that's what he's known for and will always be known for.
Yeah.
And there's nothing, and that's what makes him the Godfather.
Yeah, it's true.
Right? True. And people will put him over Drake because of that, even though Drake has probably done more work.
Yeah.
Right? So once you get that 1, 2 records, you're good. But what's next? Right? But again, there's a list of artists. I think I'll be here all day mentioning artists' name.
It's
huh?
It's how you promote. It's how you promote yourself, man.
Yeah, because I think this is a bad thing about social media. I'll put it like this. I remember when most people were on MySpace.
Yeah.
Because this is how a lot of this online thing started, right?
Yeah. And
I'm going to forget what I'm saying, but we all then migrated to Facebook and abandoned MySpace. And then the SoundClouds came out, and the this one, and the Reverb Nation, and the Twitter, and the this, and the this, and the this, and the... So anybody who took advantage of any of these systems became successful, right? We did a podcast with what's the guy's name again, man? I don't like forgetting people's names. He's a producer. I was just watching the video. Let me jog my memory real quick. Anyways, I'll remember when I remember. But he was saying he was able to take advantage of Twitter and Instagram to propel his career. His story for what I remember, he wasn't from the hood. He wasn't exposed to hip hop like how average people were.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for the internet and taking advantage of certain things, he wouldn't have got to do records of 50 Cent and all these guys.
Oh.
It was purely through the internet.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna look his name up because I don't want to leave out his name.
I've seen it though, you know. I've seen it a long time.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hold on. But people need to take advantage of these things and don't take it for granted, you know what I mean? I remember even with Facebook, I was like, whoa, what? I can promote parties on Facebook? I can make, you know, then Facebook started putting restrictions on us. So that's when I didn't bother to do it anymore because you only can send out so many invites before you can send out your whole list. That's why it was an advantage of having 5,000 people on your friends list back then. But to me now, I don't even care. I would love for 2,000 people just to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And again, you meet a lot of great people online. You know what I mean? That do things you wouldn't have known they've done because you wouldn't have been in the same room to even know they existed.
Yeah, true.
You know, so the online game is very important too, right? But then it's not that you have to do it. You have to build your team large enough so you have somebody else doing it for you.
True.
So you can concentrate on other things because it's hard to do everything.
Yeah, it's hard to do everything.
You know what I mean?
Good to have a team. Trust me.
Yeah. Even if it's not your direct team, you know what I mean? Yeah. You got somebody doing your graphics, you're paying them, etc., etc. They don't have to be in-house your team. Yeah. It would be nice if they were.
So you got,
it would be nice if they were, but again, there's a lot of people doing I forgot the word now. They're doing individual work for different projects, so they're out there. You just gotta pay them.
Yeah.
Some people are paying people in Africa. Yeah. like people tell me, yo, I know this graphic designer in Africa. They only cost me this much to get the shit done. I'm like, say what? I never thought about doing that. And it's mad cheap, and the work is great.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Do you pay for the services and things like you don't have to do all that promo. You could pay someone to do all the promo now as an artist.
Oh yeah.
But it's you have to be willing to put the money into it. That's all it is.
Yeah.
You have to put money into it.
And it all depends what you're paying for and how much it's worth, or if it's even worth it.
Yeah,
like,
you do your.
I was working with Rockwell and his, at the time, my boy Kino. We're putting out. I was putting out mixtapes. I didn't have to pay for manufacturing. All I had to do was make sure his artist was on the mix. And we put out tons of mixtapes. And we were even going out of town just to distribute the mixtapes, right? To the point like he was working with BMW Promotion, and every year they bring a huge artist for Caravana.
Yeah.
And before, I was working with another promo company, and I did a mixtape for Fabulous concert. So we took the same Fabulous mixtape, and my boy Kino, because they were bringing Fabulous, he's like, yo, let me get that mixtape. Let me use that to help promote the party.
Yeah.
We literally promoted Fabulous for like 5 odd years. Whether he came to Toronto outside of his promo company or him returning to Caravana. So one of the Caravanas, my boy Kino was in control of the projector. So he was able to put the mixtape cover in Cool House for everyone to see. Yeah. But again, everything starts from nothing, right? If I didn't decide to say, let me make a few mixtapes and put it out there, no one would have saw what I did to see like, hey, you know what? I like what you're doing. Let me get behind what you're doing to make it a bigger impact. Yeah. So one day, like, I guess he knew of this little promo thing where he would pay some money to get a bunch of tweets. Yeah. And I seen the numbers. I'm like, oh yeah, the numbers are good. Yeah, the numbers are great. And then I put out another mixtape where the numbers are great without the promo. And I was like, look at this, bro. Not every time you got to drop money to get the numbers, but you got to keep working. How many artists are constantly promoting their shit for real?
Not too much, because it's a tape.
I don't do it crazy no more because I don't care, because I already did it. Yeah. I know the results. And plus, now Facebook has so many restrictions, I can't promote like how I used to.
Oh, see? Oh.
I used to go ham on Facebook, but I can't. They won't let you. As soon as block, or you're doing too much, you're moving too fast. Bro, I used to post every shit everywhere, bro. And then sit back and look at the numbers and like, oh shit. But it's not that easy on Facebook no more.
No, you're right. It's true.
You know what I mean? So you gotta change the way you do things.
Yeah. So, yo, what you like? How long you think you're gonna like? You think you're gonna have to deal with the system of using paper money? You get what I mean?
Yo, I hope they don't cut it out, honestly, because I love paper money. I love it, but you know, it's a means of control, right? Like most of us are technically on a digital system as we speak. Because I wouldn't say most people, but if you're working and you have direct deposit, they're not giving you cash. They're giving you numbers. Yeah. That are converted into something else to make cash. So we're technically halfway there, and been there. So if that's the next step, like I said, I put a question up today: is how many people stop using cash since you've been through this pandemic? Because a lot of places don't want to take cash because it's said that it helps spread the disease. If that's the case, I think I would have had Rona by now. Yeah. So when I go to a place now, I always ask them, are you taking cash or credit or debit? Because, you know, most people are taking cash from what I've seen. Yeah. Because as a man said, cash is king. Yeah. So
that system. Maybe that's
they got plans to eliminate it, right? They got plans to eliminate it. So when we get to that point, then what do we do next?
But our money looks like they could wash it now. Looks like he thought that time the cash. You see it? Yeah. Look like he can wash it. And
but give or take, it's gonna get dirty again. As long as you wash. My thing is, if you're worried about the money being dirty and you don't wash your own hands, then you have problems. Yeah. Because it's on my hand, but did I wash my hands? No. When I go outside, I don't touch up things. Yeah. You know what I mean? My hands are usually in my pocket. And then I come and wash my hands before I touch anything.
It's true.
So certain people, they're just not sanitary. So that's it is.
Yeah.
Yo, this thing is nice and smooth, guy. This liquor right here, boy. All Mecca, guy. Oh, shit. All Mecca. Yeah, man.
Oh.
Smooth as shit, guy.
Ooh, I see you got the city's hat on. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Whatever I put in our clothing, you know, Toasted T.O. Big Yo, but you know what? Even with Toasted T.O., man, or Chill, I have a lot of history with that guy. And that guy really, 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 really cares about Toronto music, even before the Drake bus, even before a bunch of shit. For some reason, him, just like Freddie and other people, saw something in Toronto that other people didn't see or believe in.
Yeah.
And I've seen that guy put on showcases and sacrifice for other people just to see them shine.
Yeah.
Yeah, big up to Joe Wizzy too, because I know Wizzy been putting in work. You know what I mean? I remember Friday nights at Lampadina. You know what I mean? Me and Joy had to have some long talks about the scene or whatever. So, like I said, at the time when Freddie go down, guys like Joe and Jadon, they filled in the gap.
Yeah.
Like for me, what would the Toronto scene be like if Lampadina didn't even exist?
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I mean? Like, it came at a perfect time when the scene was kind of going down.
Yeah.
And it left at a perfect time. But if it didn't exist, guys like Jadon probably wouldn't even exist on a level, because Jadon took the reins from Joey and his partner, right? Because Joey and them were running Lampadina Friday. For some reason, they gave it up. I don't know the exact reasons behind it, because they were holding it down for a while. And Jadon picked that up. Yeah. And then I know Johnny Smash had a night there too. Big up to Johnny Smash too. Yeah. Because he was keeping showcases as well. So there was a time though, an artist can do so many showcases in Toronto in a week's time. You know what I mean? Big up Calix, what up? Yo, that guy, he puts on some good shows, man. Yeah. But there was a time, I don't know if the year was 2012 or 13 or just before that. Joey could elaborate on that, but there was a time where there's like a lot of places where artists could perform at, which has not been the case in the past few years. Yeah. There's a lot more promoters or people trying to like just put on shows to just have people doing shows. True. But I find that era of artists in that time frame, they all kind of phased out. And a lot of times it's because, you know, people have kids. They end up having kids, the responsibility. Some go to jail. Some end up, unfortunately, they pass. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or they lose interest, or they did this for the hype and fame, and they didn't see that in it. Or beef. There's a lot of artists, like, what's the guy's name, man? Fuck, man. Bassolini is a very sick artist, right? But he needs someone behind him to put him out there like that. You know what I'm talking about, right? Bassolini from where? I heard that name before. Bassolini. Yeah, he kind of. I'm not saying he faded out a bit, but I'm just saying he was a very talented artist. But again, things happen. We don't know what's really going on in people's lives, right? That's true. But I can name a lot of people. Like, there's far and few people that I remember from 2010 till now that are still around. You see what I'm saying? There's very few people I remember from 2004 till now that's still. There's very few people I know from 2000 till now that is still around. Okay. Right? Like say a Rochester, right? Rochester, I can say I remember seeing him at least from 2000. Yeah, I remember. Right? Before he even had beats from what's the name of that production team he was with? Tone Mason, was it them or no? Yeah, Tone Mason. Yeah. Right? Rochester had a very good team behind him at the time. Gavin Shepard that runs remix project before that. Before he had remix project, but he had good people behind him. That's why he was Drake in Toronto before Drake existed, in
True.
terms of
Getting,
some local mainstream success.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And it's good to see that he's still doing shit today.
yeah.
Not a lot of people are able to do that for whatever reason.
So yeah, things come into life and then they just disappear from the
Yeah,
scene. That seen that though. When he
yeah.
disappeared a little bit, he did disappear for a
Yeah, a
little
little
bit.
bit, yeah, but you have to, because things come up in life. You don't know, like, whether
Yeah,
someone in your family dies, this, that, and the third. You got to deal with shit. Kids, you got to deal with it.
yeah.
You know
That's
what I
why.
mean? So I'll never be like, oh, that you fell off, whatever, because I don't know their situation. You know what I mean? But like
Like,
I said, there's a lot of talented artists in the city, and there always has been, and there's more than ever. And it's hard to say, like, if you have a package and you got a team, then
mm,
you're up next.
okay,
If
okay.
you,
For example, now
mm,
Buffalo. Okay, you
yeah,
see the Griselda cats. Well, you see
yeah,
those brethren them were around a long time ago,
mm,
long time.
long
And now
time.
I remember going to Buffalo when I was like
Mm,
22, and I
yeah,
remember them showing me a CD, a whole bunch of different artists, like a compilation. I
yeah,
guarantee those virgins are on it. If anyone was the top of Buffalo, they're
yeah.
on that. But look, now they're out. Now
That's
they
what
got
it is. Like
oh
the first time I got exposed to anyone from Buffalo, like I knew about Joe Public, and of course we know about Rick James, right? But in '05, '05 I met DeWitt Lee, right? That same time I met Chill, and DeWitt Lee's from here, but he was raised in Buffalo, so he knows
see,
all those Buffalo cats. So
yeah,
it was Caravan time, and I just met this promoter I was working with, and he was doing the showcase. So I showed those guys, and DeWitt was like, yo, let me try to get some guys from Buffalo on it. So
hmm
he brought up a group called the Buffalo Soldiers, and at the
yeah,
time, this other guy named Q Boogie. Now, Q Boogie ended up getting signed to Rough Riders.
yeah,
His name changed. I forgot his name at the moment, right? So he was going to be the biggest thing out of Buffalo before Griselda,
yeah.
right? Then a DJ I know from Buffalo, my boy Ryan, I met a bunch of people from Buffalo that used to go to UFT in
Oh,
2004, 2005. And I said,
oh,
why you come to Toronto? They go, it's cheaper. And they're all from Buffalo.
yeah,
But he knew some other cats, some underground cats that used to come up here on a regular basis. I forgot their names, but
yeah,
they would come up back and forth, right?
yeah,
But at the end of the day, Toronto has definitely surpassed Buffalo.
yeah.
I don't
Of
even
course,
care what people say about Griselda or not. And we're not even putting that on Drake.
yeah.
Even before Griselda, Toronto was on the map way before Buffalo. The only
Mm,
time we really go to Buffalo is for what? To buy clothes and the only thing really is WBLK, just because we hear American music, but we can
yeah,
hear American music through a lot of outlets. But WBLK wasn't the only outlet,
no,
right?
it's true. Yeah,
And it's not a knock to Buffalo. I'm just saying, like, but between Griselda and Joe Public
yeah.
and Rick James, who else was there that wasn't local? And outside of that, like I said, Q Boogie was almost there because Q Boogie was signed to Rough Riders, and he was on the news, like ABC and all this shit, like national news for sure. I'm gonna find out what he changed his name to, but fuck this camera, boy. Sorry, one sec.
it's all right.
Holy. Okay, but it's all good
Yeah,
at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like Toronto's still in a better place than Buffalo overall. I
yeah,
just wish some of these artists would like let go some of the bad mind thing and just focus on the music, because there's
yeah.
no point of making music and getting shot at.
That's why I always was like more like I knew about the scene in Toronto, but I always connect more to international to be versatile, to look out for
Yeah,
international artists out there,
yeah.
right? Europe,
Mm,
Japan, wherever. It could be anywhere.
mm.
always look out for artists like that. That's where I promoted myself as an artist, more international. Just
Yeah.
recently, I'm coming back to the whoever of local and working.
Yeah, I'm hearing you still. Sorry.
Yeah, it's just like recently I've been networking with people from really the local.
Okay.
I've been watching for years the scene. I seen the scene, like I seen the politics, like study the politics. Is it worth like coming out at a certain time because you know the market, like how it's like a game, man. You could be big
Yeah.
in you could be big in LA and don't have to be big here, you know, because
Yeah, of
LA
course.
millions
And
of
there's so
people.
many people that I know from here
Yeah,
that even before they were even big, or they're making some noise, they were in LA doing stuff like Major One, Junior
yeah,
T,
yeah,
Tory Lanez at a particular time, a whole bunch of other people. But I'm just naming off the top of my head, like who I knew for sure.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So you don't got to be big to go to a different market to get bigger. You end up getting bigger going to that other market than staying here.
Like Roscoe Fresh,
Ross Fresco, yeah.
Fresco.
Like, yeah.
Sure.
Even him, like, he's sick.
Yeah,
He's sick. But again, I know I'm not gonna say who's behind him because I know what's his manager's name again? He used to manage Hustle Man too.
you know,
I know his name, bro. Like I know these guys' names. I just cause I'm drinking and stuff,
yeah.
I forget.
You know what? Me, some of them I don't really know as deep. I just know of what I seen and heard.
Yeah,
Guys, like coming from T.O., when I heard that man stuff, I say, yo, this guy he's good because if Duck Down has him, right?
yeah, exactly.
He is like sharp because remember Toronto before this wave. Let's tell some of the history. When you were at a show, right?
Mhm.
There was a freestyle battle. You had to be. They had the hard. You had the hardest crowd in the
Yeah,
audience.
yeah.
You can't perform. Who? That's
You're
why.
gone. Boo, 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 boo. Bottles. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck
So
out of here. Like when I see shows now, and I'm like, okay, whatever. Some people, if they don't like your shit, they just don't respond. But I find
respond.
like people are more supportive nowadays.
Yeah.
Technically more supportive. The hate, the oh, this guy's better than me, or this guy's good, whatever. I don't know this guy. Who's this guy? Okay, you're good, but whatever.
Hmm.
It's not like, doesn't seem like it's like that anymore, which is a good thing.
No, it's not like
But
that anymore.
also, again, it doesn't make people, I don't feel like it makes people better
No.
because they get comfortable in being comforted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You have
But
to
that's
be.
why I love online, like especially in the comment section, because that's when people put on their screw face,
Put on the screw
even if
face.
they don't mean it, even if they're just trolling, even if they
Yeah.
say you suck.
Yeah.
It's up to you to take it as, is this gonna affect me or not?
No. Yeah. 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 They
Because
always.
in person, are they gonna really do that in person? Nah.
No. Yeah, man. This is the thing what I'll be doing for like every Friday, Saturday. Just connect
Mm.
with different people. Them like I'm connecting with you, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
man.
there's some artists what sending me some like whenever you spin again or whatever, I send it to
Yeah.
you. Yeah,
Well, just send it to me and I'll go through it. I put it like this. My only problem with local music now is
it's
the
not even
lack of original.
just
No, I'm
local.
just talking, yeah, I'm just saying that, but I'm just saying with local music
Yeah,
is sometimes the lack of originality.
yeah,
If I
it's true.
want to hear a type of artist music, then I'm going to
Yeah,
listen to that artist. I'm
yeah,
not going to listen to an imitation of that artist.
it's true. Yeah,
Like I think we're past that stage in Toronto where we need to follow a trend. We need to make the trend,
yeah. You have to make the
right?
trend.
I know as much as people say, "Ray, yeah, Drake will take bits and pieces of a trend, but
Yeah,
he makes it into his own thing.
yeah,
Whether he has writers or not, whether he has direction or not, it's a Drake feel to the record.
it's true.
Drake is not trying to be like Future, Drake ain't trying to be like
No,
anybody he's featured with. He's trying to be whatever
Drake.
he is. I'm just saying, like, if you go record per record, what Drake is doing, if you're doing a song with Chris Brown, French Montana, this one, he's himself or the caricature of himself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? His part stands out.
That's why he's making. That's where he's on top right now.
Yeah, because
Yo.
you see the song Sicko Mode. When I first took in the Travis Scott album, I didn't even realize Drake was on the record. I thought it was like a sample at first, and because I didn't even realize it was him. And they go, yo, that guy sounds like Drake.
Yeah.
But his part don't take away from Travis, and Travis' part don't take away from Drake. But of course, most people want to hear that part where Drake does his part.
That's true.
Right? Trust me, you have to for that whole year I'd let the record play until the second part Drake has to say. I don't even have to play Travis Scott's part really. Even though you play it, but we're not gonna cut out Drake's part because that part is pretty sick. Like I lied, like whatever. He's not saying nothing, but it just sounds hype.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So, yo,
what it is.
It was good chopping it up with you still, man. Well, how long will you chop it up for? Let me see.
But what's that? About an hour and a half?
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's good still.
Yeah, man. So,
whenever we link up down to earth.
Yeah, man.
I mean, we're just
definitely, yo. That's it. That's what it is at the end of the day, right? And right now, a lot of people ain't got no choice because their lifestyle got shot up.
Yeah.
Whatever high life they're living, they're not living it right now.
Right now, everyone.
Yeah, man. All grounded, dog.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
So bless up, yo.
Yeah, man. Respect, dog.
Mike Stone. You guys check him out on FB, Instagram, everything. Whatever future things he got coming up, check him out. Mike Stone.
If I have future things coming up, because I don't know what's going on after this, boy.
You're right. You don't know what.
I'm being honest, it's truth. Like I could do all the mixtape tapes in the world, but it doesn't matter.
No.
Not at this point. Because you got to get dough, man. If there's no dough, then you know what I mean? There's no point.
You're right.
Like you still do it for fun and you do whatever, but.
But, yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Respect, dog. Yeah, man. All right, yo. Peace, yo.